Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer, and we are returning to Humankinds. You can see our tanks, our knights, and our conquistadors plundering the Persian lands as we are playing the Soviet Union at the moment. Now, at the end of last episode, you guys found that we were stuck in this turn not advancing bug. You can fix that pretty easily by just saving and loading, but that does mean you're going to get dumped right into the next turn. We did discover suburbs, and that's fine. So in between episodes I did go ahead and set up all of the production of our cities. In general, we're pretty much trying to delay and carry over as much production as possible towards the renewable energy. And of course we're going to be building a lot of food plazas, especially here in Hattusha. I think that's going to be super important because that does give us bonuses, adjacency bonuses, from market quarters being adjacent to market quarters, and 10% more money. We've got a lot of market quarters that are adjacent to market quarters, so yeah, I think that is going to be relevant, and let's see about that. In the meantime, we are still leading this war, so let's actually try to make sure that we're doing a couple of things here. So, for one thing, I think we should try to lay siege to this place over here. They've got bastions, they've got a lot of good people here, and we do not really have anyone who could climb walls. So, do we have anyone adjacent who could be a little bit more helpful in that regard, maybe? We've got a couple of tanks here. Didn't we have tanks down here as well? Did I not just start with having tanks in some of this terrain here? Apparently not. Okay, so in that case, maybe we can move you guys up. No, not really. You're stuck behind that stupid river there. Huh. Well, that's slightly unfortunate. Can we do anything to get rid of that? Well, you guys could certainly move forward somewhat. This here is still our terrain, or is that no terrain at all? No, there's no terrain at all. Yeah, I do want to get into home terrain so that you can heal at the very least. And we can actually, once you are there, come on, sometimes it's a little bit annoying that that takes so long. That's expensive, but nevertheless, let's heal you because I think that will make you a lot more potent. Right, I've got these guys over here. You did burn that down. That's all in all fantastic. Let's get on to this tile then. Can't burn down anything over here. Accidentally moved you up. I suppose we can lay siege to this too. And I think over here we would be having tank reinforcements, yeah? Yeah, so let's do the assault. Manual battle, of course. Tanks are going to be moving to the front here. You can actually try to move around there. That's fine. And the deployment is such. Finish these guys off, move into this town, shoot you, shoot, move into the town, shoot you, have you can't move around there, well that's, okay, can I move here and then shoot this guy? Yeah, I can. Okay, that's good too. Right, I don't think any of our cavalry needs to move up. We're going to be rolling into the city with our Soviet tanks here. They're going to attack us, but we have the ability to just wipe them out like that. That's what I meant to say. We have the ability to heal at the end of the battle, so we should be doing fine here. And indeed, that is another victory. That's great. I would still love to grab that territory here. You guys are doing fine over here too. Anything then that we can burn down. You know what? We're going to leave you standing here for a short while. We can try to burn this down. Although I don't think we will be able to do that effectively, really. Right, let's split out these groups. Just merge you guys on that. Just so that that is a little bit more evenly balanced here. But all in all, it doesn't matter too much. Right, let's end the turn. And I think they're going to give up now. Close to victory in the war, and indeed I do see that there is an offer here that is being accepted. Next turn we will be getting renewable energy, so I want to stall a little bit until we are going to get that. You guys did build up an aerodrome, right? You know what, let's do build a strategic bomber because I'm interested in these guys. But other than that, unless there's anything that we specifically want, I'm actually going to build just a thing here in pretty much all of these places, just to carry over as much as production as possible to the next turn, and hoping that that is going to be alright. I'm going to make some money here. Yeah, just some money. It's really not important. Okay, Hatusha, you are generating a lot more money now. Yeah, look at that. +7 from the food market. Great. Super fantastic, actually. Right, anything else then that we want to build here? You know what, let's just build up some forests somewhere. Knossos, you are also pretty much research focused. I don't think we're ever going to get traders. But yeah, maybe ongoing trade, doesn't matter too much really. Right, and then you guys are going to say that we are no longer at war, right? Now, before we do accept that, can I join this siege down here and potentially finish them off? I think we can now, right? We do have these tanks up there. They're going to be coming in there, but that's alright. We should still hopefully be able to deal with that this turn. We also have you guys. Can I get you involved? I should have tried to do that before. I cannot bring you in right now, I think. So let's end the deployment there. Bring in one of these tanks and see how far we can advance it forward. Yeah, with all of these rivers here, that's slightly annoying. Can you at least fire? No. Can you fire? Well, you can fire on some guy. Can move you up here onto this prominent position and fire from there. Didn't you fire already? I thought you did. Right, then let's bring in the muskets. There we go. Nice. Okay, now we can talk about giving up this territory. So, first of all, I think we're going to talk about Lullaban there in the south. Let's give us everything. Which territory are we going to talk about next? Tehran? I don't think we can get more. No, that's pretty much it. So let's force the surrender here. That's alright. And they're going to offer us, we're going to refuse that treaty. They've got a lot of grievances. They don't like us, I'm afraid. So, Lullaban, you guys are a lot over our cap here. And there are, in fact, some revoltees going down here. So, can we get rid of them? Rebels from the Soviets. Conquistadors, actually, and halberdiers. Well, isn't that interesting? Now, actually... Now, of course, I would like to attach some of this territory here. But can we set this city free? I think we can in some ways. I'm just not sure how we do that. I remember there being a button for a city to be set free. You're following a balanced policy. Was it over here? Yeah, we can liberate them. So, Lullaban. Grant independence to the inhabitants. The new independent people will be thankful and have a good relationship. There you go. Yeah. Lullaban. You guys are... Who are you? Are you now counting as rebels from us? So you're counting as this group because you've been on this already. Nevertheless, you're feeling fine towards us. And we can in fact buy your resources. So let's do buy your pearls, sure. We're gonna pay for that completely. We're gonna give you a little bit of money so that this improves as well. They're not attacking us, are they? No, I don't think so. So I'm gonna be happy with that. Now with Tehran, on the other hand, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here as well, which I don't necessarily need or want. So we are going to burn this city down. We still need to give it some nominal sort of production thing. And then why are we so far above our city cap? 10 cities? That can't be it. That's 4 over here. 3 there. 7. 8. 9. Ah! This city. I didn't even notice that we completely took control over this. Well, we're gonna burn it down. Do we? Bit of copper, bit of stuff. We're gonna burn it down. Right, and that does leave us with a couple of armies here. These guys are in their own territory, so we can't unfortunately burn them. So let's just wait here for a turn. You guys can potentially continue to burn down stuff here, right? There should be a lot of stuff left that could be burned down. Oh, also, I would like you guys, or maybe the tanks. You guys, can you get this territory here? Yay, we can. In 4 turns, we should be able to get Lion Rock into our domain. Which would be lovely because of the gemstones and all of these research quarters. That's a lot of research quarters. It's a lot of research quarters. You guys are not going to do anything this turn. You guys continue to burn down things. What can you be burning down? Anything over here? Well, let's move forward at least. You're going to wait. You can wait. Can you burn down anything? No. You can just wait. I think in fact we can station them. I don't think we've seen that many naval units on their side. Tehran, key influencer, renewable energy research, lovely. World Eat unlocked, discover renewable energy. Mutinous in Tehran, I don't think that's going to be much of a problem because Tehran is in fact gone now. So that's lovely. We are also close to getting enough influence here to actually enact nuclear weapons. We are going to enact proliferation. That's actually going to move us much closer towards homeland, which is lovely. And that's cool. Right, let's look at our idle cities. Now, Kerma. We've got the shared project fission test here. I think that will devastate a lot of things. So, if we place that, there cannot be any district close to you. So we can place it down there, for example, but it would be pretty devastating to the entire region, I think. So, can we be placing that in some of this territory here? No. That's a no. So basically we need something that is really far out of the way, where that might have been attached, but where things aren't really necessarily too bad around. So for example, we could place it down here. Anywhere else that looks specifically interesting? Oh, by the way, this was Ransack over here. Let's do get it back. Congo, how are you guys feeling? Can we trade with you finally? Yeah, we can. Let's buy your mercury. In fact, I'm going to buy your iron too. So that at least is nice. There are more people down here. You guys, how are you feeling about us? Not too badly, actually. How are you guys feeling at this point? Can we buy your things? No. Right, so nonetheless, we were looking for a good nuclear site. This looks fine, but we've now got a nature's reserve over here, so that might block that in a little bit. Maybe over here? Babylon, you know what? You're a city of science. There, go ahead. Devastate your entire region. That's going to be fun. Right, so you're building that. Afterwards, I would like you to be building the solar farm and the wind farm. And in fact, actually, let's turn these things around. And let's build the wind farm first. That's going to be alright. In fact, I think we can prioritize these things over the nuclear test, because some other people might be contributing to the nuclear test. Kerma, You guys definitely need both of these things too, but you can then also go ahead and contribute to the nuclear test. That's going to be alright. We're also researching radar and then the next things that are going to allow us to build useful things. McKinney, wind farm, solar farm. Ashur, wind farm, solar farm. Napta, wind farm, solar farm. Hatusha, and I think you might be uncovering a trend here. I'm going to be building these things pretty much everywhere. Right, we are at peace against these guys now. Everything else here is fine. We are buying these things. You guys are exhausted, you're rebels, you're tolerant. So you don't necessarily dislike us. You're counting as rebels, even though I'm not sure that's like technically the best way to call you if you are still around like that. But, well, we could be trying to get this territory here, no? We don't have the influence now, but honestly, let's maybe not burn that down. Let's try to reap some benefit from this trade here. We're also trying to get this territory up here. I think we should try to support you with our tanks, so let's have them roll in here. This territory here is, for the moment, completely unoccupied. There is a little bit of gemstone, but I think everything else can burn down. So, yeah, we are pretty much burning the world over here. You're going to be stationed here, you're going to be stationed there. The knights can... You know what? Let's burn this down. We'll see, maybe someone will move in here. And I think you guys should be... I think we did burn this stuff down already. Because I hate coffee, because it's associated to farmers. Here we are in enemy terrain. So we can't do it now. We can move around and just annoy them though. You've burnt this down. Let's continue to burn stuff down here. We could also try to make our way over there. Not a terrible idea. But more money is always useful. Right. Station. And can you burn down anything? Yeah, you could be burning down this thing. Let's in fact go over there. End the turn here. And now we should be seeing the pollution go down a lot. Oh yeah, look at that. We're actually contributing negatively to pollution now. I'm not entirely sure why we're still considered the top polluter. Potentially because we've historically contributed the most. But it's actually nice that we are positive here. The end. The Soviets have become death destroyer of worlds by having completed the first nuclear test. Nuclear tests unlock and improve devastating new units, which can be built in cities with missile silo districts. We don't have these cities because we are currently only researching this, but let's take a look. Do we actually get a vista on what's going on here? So, no, we just see that there's a lot of devastation here. I wonder, can that devastation actually be recovered or anything? Can we, for example, place a forest tile here? No, this is all invalid. We can, however, build a fusion test, which I think is even bigger than that. So we'll need to find a spot where we can conduct a fusion test without devastating pretty much everything that we've been building up so far. How about down here? How about Ashur? How about you build this here? Cannot be done as the construction area is outside the borders of your territory. District present. Okay, this is unfortunate because this little bit of the corner there is not in our terrain, and as soon as we go over here, these strategic resources are in our terrain, so we really need to find an area. I don't suppose we could build this over here. No, we can't. Too unfortunate. Right, we've got such a heavily populated area. How about here? Maybe? No, this is outside of our terrain again. Yeah, I think we'll need to attach another territory somewhere. This area? How about over here? Hatushan, no, there is a district there. Yeah. Yeah, no chance there. Don't see any chance over here. Not even here. No, these are all nature reserves at this point. So no, we do need another. We do need to attach another area completely. Could be building it somewhere over here. What's the attention here? The fate of veterans. We could honor them for homeland, patriotic. Support them towards collectivism. Or sideline them. No, I think honor is good. We do like that. Yeah, Kerma now. So, your pollution should be looking pretty fine, right? Yeah, there's a couple of makers' quarters and stuff, but because we've got so good technology, all of that should be pretty fine. Next time around, we will be able to build the missile silo, but you should really be the one who's funding the nuclear stuff. Right, we can build turning fields. Seems a little late for that, to be honest. But I suppose that's alright. Let's just build up a little bit of science here. I think that's going to be okay. We could potentially build the grain silos too. Kerma, yeah, I know. Napta. You're also looking a lot better now. Can you build this thing somewhere? No, we've either got... We have pretty much everything is present. Can we maybe build it in one of the terrains here that we got? How about Biblas? This area up here. That seems a bit desert-ish. Yeah, we can build it over there. We'd be losing these two sectors there, but I think that's fine. Let's build it over here. That's going to be fun. Okay, so Kerma, you're going to be helping out in that, and that brings that down actually to a single turn, which is super lovely. And then we can really think about all of the other guys. So, Hatusha, you guys are mainly focused on money. You have a lot of farmers, 10 more industry. At some point you're gonna be getting that, but let's do a trade fair here. Primarily because I think you should be doing a lot more money. We do have 67,000. So let's try to get a bit more influence too. Napta, you guys should be doing a little bit of a festival too. And Nosos, our district over here. Research. You've been pretty much focused on research. How about a little bit more money? You're not going to be getting traders anytime soon. You're not going to be getting any of the other things anytime soon. Is there a district over there? Just a nature's reserve. I would not like to remove a nature's reserve. But we can place another district over here. I'm guessing over there doesn't hurt either. Right. Alarmies. Are you guys doing what I'm telling you to do and loot all of this? Just loot, just loot. I would like to auto tell you to loot stuff. Get over here. What did I tell you about looting? It's a good thing. Right, why do we have two tanks here? Ah, yeah, right. I did order them to come in at some point, right? So, how about over here? Can we loot more there? Ceratrot's Palace? I think we can. Yeah, let's get down here. And let's end the turn. Right, so... Unfortunately, we can't see, really. There's no animation that I did see, at least. So that's cool. That's unfortunate, I'm about to say. So, rocket science. We've now got the missile silo. That should be pretty helpful. Anything else then that we want over here? We do have a lot of things that do come to mind. I would like the neural implant. And we seem to be having so much science here that we are generating a lot of things. Money per oil is okay. Social housing. Social housing is actually pretty good because it does give us the bonus there. So let's start out with that and then try to go to the neural implant so that maybe we can get a couple of other things going too. These things are also lovely, but yeah, I think neural implant here. We could also go for that via Mars entertainment. But maybe communication satellites. Do you rely on computing? You are Tech Park. Knowledge Family level 4. Research Center level 3. No, okay, then I think this is a good plan here. We've got another urgent affairs. Protests on the nuclear stuff. Okay, I see. That doesn't matter too much. But it's still interesting to see that that is implemented here. Bublos, you could build a space station. Ooh, or we could go for ICBMs. I didn't know these were a thing. But miniaturized nuclear warheads open up delicious new avenues. Why delicious? That doesn't make that much sense. Right, space station does give us more influence. Lovely. But I think what you really need, guys, is a nuclear silo or a missile silo. So let's try to place that over here. I think that's a decent spot for that. What would our range be? I think we would, of course, try to 1, 2, 3, 4... maybe not over there. Maybe do place that instead. Like over here. That might be slightly better. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, you're going to be building the missile silo. Then you actually need to work on your green skills a little bit. We're still counting as the top polluter. And will take a while for that to be coming down due to the pollution that we have incurred in the past. But I think that's good. Right, so you're building all of this stuff. Can I actually buy these things out? How much does that cost? 15,000? That's not that much, actually. Let's actually briefly look at that. So, minus 84. Minus 88. It's a little bit. I don't want to buy out the solar farm, though. That's too expensive. Right, Kerma. You, on the other hand, could do an ICBM test, right? Once a shared project is placed, future missile crisis will have an additional veterancy level. Huh. That's not the effect that I would have expected. I would have expected you to be able to build nukes. That being said, you should be building a nuclear silo here. Let's do that, and then we're going to carry that over into other nuke things. McKinney, you could be building a space station? No, space stations. This is the placement of these things is just a little bit too complicated, I think. Right. So otherwise we wanted to McKinney, do we want you to become a little bit more money focused? So let's go for the money. But we can of course go for just some passive science here. Babylon, you did build your things there, so that's lovely. Let's build up a little bit of the money. Mostly clicking these things at this point, to be honest. How about these things? So it's really... For example, could we be placing that down in the same district as we did the first test over here? Now this is 3 tiles. This is amazingly far off. Can it be built on this type of terrain? What type of terrain do you need for the space station? I think because it's devastated, it's counting as wasteland. So potentially you cannot be built on wasteland. Is that it? Well, I don't know, because there's really no place where I can be building these things. So, we're going to accept that as is. And build up a little bit of your food production. That's not really lagging behind, but it still would be nice. Money on main plaza. Yeah, let's go for it. And then Napata, you should also be building up a couple of things. We can build thermonuclear missiles. They've got a range of 14. We can also build a normal nuclear missile with a range of 14. What's the difference? I don't know. I've never used nukes in this game. But nevertheless, let's build a missile silo. I'm going to build that right next to that harbour. Then we've got idle armies here. Just burn down things. You know our standing orders just as well as everyone else. Burn. Just burn the world down. This is what you're here to do. Guess we can station you here. Here's still a lot of things that haven't been burnt down, so a lot more work to do. I want to get this terrain up there, so we're going to wait on that to be finished before we declare the next war here. And the turn. That should give Byblos its nuclear silo there. Some population loss, social housing research, no wonder that can be claimed. Lovely, lovely indeed. Kerma. We've got a strategic bomber here. Oh right, yeah, I did never move you, did I? We'll need to move you at some point, but Kerma, for now, your job is going to be an important one, and that is to build a thermonuclear missile. Now, we can actually build a couple of these in a single turn here. Now I'm hoping that these guys will actually be able to make their way all the way over here. At least that's what I'm hoping. If not, we're going to be in slight trouble here. But it's not too bad, really. Pollution on farmers' quarters. I don't think there is any pollution on farmers' quarters, is there? No. And I'm not sure why there should be, so I'm going to ignore that for now. And we're not generating really any money here, but I think some of our things do count as this. So well, let's do it anyway. We don't need the radar. We don't need any of this, honestly. So let's go for more festival and other things. Mykonos, you were supposed to get money, but I suppose you do have a couple of science things, so let's get these two. Napata, let's produce some nuclear missiles because I want to see the difference to the thermonuclear devices. And Knossos, you're mainly science focused, but at some point we might need grain silos. Let's build it up a little bit. Right, and then we're going to continue. Burn this area up here. Get more money. Station you over here. Station. Can you be burning down more things? Pretty much only the things that are ours anyway, so it's not necessarily what I want you to be burning down. Let's burn that down though. Station. 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 Or skip. Right. We are going to be building these things over there. Let's see whether we can then transfer them over here. Nuclear power. Own a nuclear weapon. Yeah, and in a single turn we are owning 6 of them, so there's that. Right, you guys are counting as ready. What can we do now? So we can select a target. Silos can only target one objective each turn. Can't be done without target on the tile. Can we target the city itself? Not entirely sure why we can't. So, can we move you over here though into this thing? Or are you just really missile consumed to perform a strike? Yeah, I get that. But I would like it to be transferred. Can I really not move missiles? That's unfortunate. Biblos. Can I build a nuclear silo here? Or just a silo? No. Future missile class units will have an additional veterancy. That doesn't make any sense. You should be allowing us to have better range. Right, can we buy out a nuke device here? Yes, we can. It's only 40,000 and 25,000 for that one. Sure, let's buy that. Let's also buy the solar farm. That pretty much costs us all of our money, but we're generating so much. And you guys cannot be done this because you've been bought out this turn, but that's fine. You're going to be stationed here. What else do we have in terms of idle cities? You guys, we should be... Yeah, how's your pollution? It's actually there, even though it's entirely small. Yeah, the fusion reactor does do a lot of good things, and we've got a lot of negative. You know what? How is it in total? In total, it should be negative, right? It's a little bit weird, honestly, the way that is displayed sometimes. Well, at any rate, you should be having a lot more industrial people over here, and then, you know what, actually the other way around. Let's do that like this. Get us more money, and we don't need to be building up that much more stuff, but we might as well. Right, who else? Babylon? City of Science? Space Station? Can't really get that anywhere. We could, of course, try to destroy some of these other areas here, some of the nature reserves. But for now, I think we're alright. We don't need space stuff other than the nukes. Although I would like to see what would happen if there's another level of the anomalies. So, you know what? What if we did attach this? Well, A, we're going to get another star, but B, does that allow us to be placing some of this stuff down? No, because I didn't really consider it, but oh no, over here it does. Does that fit somewhere over here? Answer is no, pretty much not. Okay, in that case, let's do build a space station, because that sounds fun too. I'm sure you are building these things. I think very soon you might actually... No, we have social housing, so that does mean you can generate a lot of good things here before you need to consider food production. That's actually great. Let's do increased stability here a little bit because I think it's generally useful. Not yeah, let's continue to produce the space station here. It's going to be helpful. I don't know how that is going to be treated across different cities in terms of stability, but should be alright. It will be somehow. I have severe doubts whether we're going to lose this series, so... Yeah, just one more turn until we get this district. So let's do that. I want to get it. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to get all of the bonuses here. Researching communication satellites, the race is on. First space station, interplanetary travel, new wonder, new area star. All of that is pretty lovely. There's another Ransack that is successful, which is great. And I think we are very close to be able to declare war on them again. Our war support is increasing, so it's going to be a couple of turns, but then we will be able to do that. Do we have any crisis here that we can trigger? No. Unfortunate. But very soon, we are going to be able to declare war on them, and then we are going to get some fireworks, I believe. So, very much looking forward to that. That being said, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye.